family owned hotel. Yep.
Pretty close.
Yeah. They said you swinging from the chandelier.
Yeah, I might have. I had a few.
They said you was tap dancing on the piano. Could have been. They said you. You took that donkey up to the 3rd floor. You know what? They're never gonna get that smell out. Now you, sir, come here. Come here. Oh, man. I need you to write a letter for me. Would you write a letter for me? I need you to write a letter to my mama. Tell my mama I'm in St. Augustine. The year is 1908. And I'm now living in a fine gated community. In 1888, Mr. Henry Flagler came down here from up north. Y'all know who he is? Yeah. He's the 2nd richest man in the world this week. Okay. The 1st richest man is that Mr. Rockefeller. They started Standard Oil together. Okay. They switched places back and forth all the time. Anyway, Mr. Flagler came down here and he fell in love with St. Augustine. Wanted to build him a hotel. So he did. But he made 2 mistakes, okay? Number 1, he built the hotel right straight across the street from the old St. Augustine jail. Now those fancy rich friends of his didn't like seeing all of us inmates or smelling and seeing that old nasty jail. So Mr. Flagler went to the city and he said, I want you to move that jail. What do you think they said? Nope, not gonna do it. Well, he thought about that a couple days, you know, and him being a businessman and a politician, he went back and he said, I'll offer you $10,000 to move that jail. What do you think they said then? Yes, sir, we'd be happy to move that jail. He had 2 stipulations, though. 1, the jail couldn't be closer than 1 mile to his fancy hotel downtown. Number 2, it couldn't look like a jail. Have you ever seen a pink jail before? Yeah? We got Queen Anne designed gingerbread work. We got a front porch with rocking chairs. I never ever seen a jail with a front porch with rocking chairs on it. Now, this jail is so pretty that all his fancy friends getting off the train thought that this was the hotel. They come up and bang on that big old black door over there. Our Sheriff Joe Perry come to the door. Can I help you? Yes, sir. We'd like a room for a night or 2. We ain't got no rooms for a night or 2. What we got is cells for 3 to 5 years. They'd skedaddle off this property so fast your head would spin. Now, I got to take care of some business. Because I can do time. Ha! Y'all want to go meet the sheriff?
Sure.
Yes, let's go. Oh, yeah. You think we're going in this door? Ha! This door's for respectable people. You are now all inmates. We go in the back door. Come on with me. So if y'all come down here, it's kind of shaky down here, a little cooler. Now, all right, look up. Now, this here's our Sheriff Joe Perry. He's just a little fella. How tall are you, sir?
6'6".
6'6". Our sheriff is 6 foot 6 inches tall. But he also weighs over 350 pounds. Now, you want to be real nice to our sheriff, because he's going to be your JJE. Anybody know what that stands for? Judge, jury, and executioner. That's right. She's pretty smart. There you go. Now, there's a couple of you here that look like you could use an attitude adjustment. I'm watching you. We're going to go over to the attitude adjustment area. Otherwise known as the Sheriff's Playground. Right this way, folks.
Hey. Look at the attitude adjustment. So that's where they put the jailbirds in the bird cage.
He's been here before. Yeah, you're stealing my lines.
You weren't here before.
Now, just for that, in you go.
Yeah, I'm in.
Now, does anybody know what these are called? They're called stocks.
That's right.
You could be in there for 1 hour, 1 day, or 1 week. And when the townsfolk parade by, they're going to start throwing stuff at you. Food, water, dirt, whatever they can find, they're going to throw it at you. Now, Mr. James is in the bird cage. What do we call this kind of a bird?
Jailbird.
A jailbird, that's right. Okay. Now, you see that loop at the top? We're going to put a rope through that loop. We're going to wheel Mr. James over to that tree over there. See that big old limb over there? We're going to throw a rope over that limb, and we're going to pull Mr. James up there, and he's going to swing from that limb like a little birdie in a tree. Okay? Now, Mr. James, do you see any facilities in there?
Yeah.
Nope. You think we're going to bring him out to use the facilities? No, we are not. He's going to do his business right there in front of everybody. Now, Florida has sun. Florida has wind. Florida has rain. Florida is also the lightning capital of the world. If it starts to lightning, do you think we're going to bring James down? No, we are not. He's going to hang up there and he's going to have a
Barbecue.
shocking experience. Ah! Come on out of there, sir. Watch your
Let it be a barbecue.
We're going to go around behind the jail. See what trouble we can get into back here.
Hopscotch.
Now this here is the back of the jail. Ma'am, do you have a ticket? We're almost halfway. Okay, thank you. This here's the back of the jail. This is the sheriff's office. Over here is his parlor. Everybody know what a parlor is? That's where you entertain. That was not for family most of the time. How pretty it is out here. All green and nice. He's got lace curtains on the window. He's got glass in his windows. Have you ever seen glass in a window before? Not till I came here, I didn't. You think this is where we're staying? No. We're going to be staying over here in what's called an open air jail. Why is it open air? There's no glass on the windows, all right? Just big black bars. Now, when it rains, this jail sometimes floods. When it's hot outside, it's hotter inside. When it's cold outside, it's cold inside. Who here is an animal lover?
Depends.
Good answer.
How about you? Depends. We don't have any of those here. No depends, no cats, no dogs. What we do have is bats, mice, cockroaches, rats, and snakes. Now, when it gets cold outside, them little snakes like to come in because they want some body heat. And they're going to come right up to your bunk and snuggle right up next to you. You're going to have a roommate. Oh, I forgot. We also got the Florida State bird. The mosquito. Lots of them. We're going to go over here to where my friends and I hang around.
There it is. Trapdoor and all.
Now, this is called a... No, are we in France?
I don't know. Hang me.
She thinks we're in France. Called it a guillotine. It's a gallows. There have been 8 documented hangings from this gallows. 8 documented hangings. Now, I'll bet you there's some undocumentation going on over there. Now, I'm going to tell you the story about my friend Charlie Powell, okay? Charlie was a very nice man, Had him a right pretty wife. There was some guy running around town telling stories about Charlie's wife that weren't true. Now, that angered Charlie. He went home and got his gun. Didn't mean to shoot that man, only meant to scare him. Charlie ended up right there in that cell. It's called death row. Now, the morning of Charlie's hanging, the sheriff went in to get Charlie out of his bunk. Charlie wouldn't or couldn't get up. So the deputies carried him up them 13 unlucky steps to the top of that gallows, laid him down. The sheriff sent them out for a board, a big old board, and some more rope. They came back, tied Charlie to that board, stood him up straight. Now, Charlie's is a board. Took the line. Now, sheriff puts a noose around Charlie's neck. Trap door opens. Down comes Charlie. He hung there for 1.5 seconds before the rope broke. They forgot to add in the extra weight of the board and the extra rope. Charlie rolled right on out here. Don't worry, we cleaned it all up. Okay. The doctor rushed in. Charlie's still alive. Now, this is considered an act of God. You cannot hang a man twice. Charlie should have been taken down to the nearest church, made to confess his sins, and been given a full pardon. Do you think that's what happened with our sheriff? No. Our sheriff had 400 people out here that paid to see Charlie hang. Now, ladies, did you know women are not allowed at hangings? It's our delicate disposition that you have. We might faint. Anyway, sheriff sent the deputies up to the second floor. But by the time they got back, my friend Charlie had passed away. Can we have a moment of silence for my friend Charlie, please? That's enough. I didn't know him that well. Anyway, moving on. I need all the gentlemen lined up over here. I need all the women behind me facing this way. Cell block. There are 2 cells. Please fill up the cells. Be careful. There's 1 step up into each cell. Fellas, you're going to follow that last lady in. Okay? Sir, would you do me a huge favor?
Yes.
Close that door behind you when you come in. You're going to line up against the wall in there. All right? You got it? What are you going to do?
Follow that last lady.
Oh my God, a man who listens. What are you going to do, sir?
Close the door.
Oh my God, 2 of them in one place. Woo! All righty. So, let's go, ladies. Don't forget now. Okay. If I get my key to work, we'll go in. All right, right this way, ladies. Any cell, watch your step. Any cell.
I want to go outside too. I took the room with a view.
There you go. Right behind me. Thank you. Thank you. A man who listens. I love it. Now, ladies, there are 2 bunks in moss. Now, can anybody tell me what this is Spanish moss? Chiggers, please. Bed bugs, red bugs, mites, and anything that wants to creepy crawling its way in there. Now, ladies, do you see any facilities in these cells?
There's a bucket.
There's a bucket. Oh, she's so observant.
Oh my God.
Do you think there's only going to be you few ladies in each one of these cells? There could be 10 or 12 ladies in each cell. All right? Now, you ladies are lucky. You got a window.
That's what I took.
You can chuck that bucket right out that window because the deputies come around once a week to empty the bucket. Now, hey fellas, do you think you're just gonna be sitting around doing nothing while these ladies are out in the kitchen working? No, you are not. You're gonna be on what is called a leased chain gang. You work in the fields, building bridges, or digging ditches. Now, when you come back that night, do you think you're gonna get a bath? No, you are not. Around here, we get a bath once a month. The deputy's gonna put a bathtub out here. They're gonna fill it with water. There are 75 to 110 inmates in this jail at any given time. They're gonna line you all up, and you're all gonna take a bath. In the same bath water. You're also going to shave in that bath. Now, ladies, don't despair. You're gonna get a bath too. The very next day, in the same bath water that the men used the day before. Now, you think that's bad? We're gonna go into our next cell, which is maximum security. Ladies coming out of these cells, please be careful. Come this way, folks.
Yeah.
Come on in, ladies. Come on. Don't be shy. I don't bite. Hard. Can anybody tell me what these are called?
Shackles.
Oh my gosh, what a smart group. Ankle shackles. Okay? These are not one size fits all. These are not one size fits most. If they don't fit you, the deputies are going to make them fit. There's going to be 20 of you fellas all chained together. This is where the word chain gang came from. Okay? These are going to be put on before you're taken out to the fields. All right? Now, we got some more jewelry for you. Does anybody know what this is called? This is called a ball and chain. Right now, ma'am, grab hold of that. How much that weigh?
2 pounds.
5 or 6 pounds.
5 or 6.
5 or 6 pounds. Yeah. Now, you see this little screw right here on the top? See that little screw right there? Everybody see that screw? Once you get out to wherever you're working. Now remember, you're shackled to 19 other fellas. The deputies are going to fill this ball with what Florida has the most of: sand and water. By the time they're done, it's going to weigh between 65 and 75 pounds. And you're each going to get one while you're on the chain gang. You will not escape because you cannot walk in unison with 19 other guys carrying these. You're not going to escape. That's all there is to it. Over here's our celling. Our celling hole. You know what I mean? Our holding cells, all right? There are 4 bunks in there. You go in. Please, feel free to go in. There's 4 bunks in there. Do you think there's only going to be 4 of you in there?
No.
No way. There's going to be 10, 12, and 15 of you in there at any given time. Now here again, you want to be first in line. Because if you're not, you don't get a bunk. And guess where you're sleeping? On the floor with all of the creepy crawlies. But you got 2 windows in here. Yeah, isn't that nice? Ma'am, can I get you to come up here, please? Me? Yeah, you. Sure. Yeah, you. I need you to put your arm all the way in there, up to your armpit, and tell me what you see.
My arm in here?
Your arm in there. What do you see?
Just my hand?
Barely, right?
Barely.
Barely. And that's with the door open. Once we close this door, You won't be able to see your hand in front of your face. That's not the worst part. Before the deputies put you in there, they're going to take all of your clothing. All of your clothing. There's no mattress, there's no bunk, and
No bucket.
No bucket.
no bucket. You're going to figure out very quickly which side you're going to do your business on and which side you're going to sleep on. Now you can be in here for 30 to 60 days. Every other day, the deputies are going to bring you bread and water. Okay? When you come out of here, you're going to be feeling very poorly. We're going to send you over to the isolation cell. Now, Mr. Lee is over there right now. He came out of solitary a couple days ago. Mr. Lee? Mr. Lee? I don't think Mr. Lee is with us anymore. You see, we only get a doctor around here when there's a hanging. And the only reason he's here is to pronounce. That's correct. We never see a dentist. We don't even know what that word is around here. Okay? Now, down here, this cell is death row. There's actual writing on the walls from actual inmates. You can go in there. Please feel free. You are going to spend the last 30 days of your life in this cell. Okay? No. The last 30 days of your life will be spent in this cell. You're going to build your own gallows while you're in here.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, God.
Okay? Now, after you're hung, they're going to tear down that gallows. And the next person waiting to be hung is going to go back out there and rebuild that gallows. Okay? Right this way, folks. This is an illegal photograph. Okay? Why is it illegal? You are not allowed to photograph a hanging. This is a very special photograph, okay? This is a scientific experiment for medical reasons. That's why it has been photographed. The man in the middle, wearing the suit, holding the flowers, his name is Sim Jackson. Our sheriff standing next to him. These two men are brain doctors from New York. They came down here for medical experimentation. They wanted to know how long it took a man to die after he was hung. Now, Sim, holding the flowers, was going to hang anyway because he took a straight razor and he slit his wife's throat. He almost decapitated her. And he threatened anyone who came in his yard with the same fate if they were to help her. So he was going to hang anyway. So he volunteered, kind of, sort of, to hang, okay? He was going to hang anyway. Now, they had a prearranged signal with these two doctors. So they hung Sim. These two doctors rushed in. They said, Sim, can you hear us? Sim went like this. They said, Sim, are you in pain? Sim went like this. Sim hung there for 10 minutes conscious, 4 minutes unconscious before he passed away. Now, they tell me this is the early beginnings of CPR as we know it today. All right, come on, let's go to the kitchen. Come on, y'all. Come on up. I don't bite, like I said, at least not hard. This is the jail kitchen. Only women worked in this kitchen. Now, these two doors would be closed. Okay? Here, kitchen or jail. This cast iron stove runs 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. In the summertime, it reaches 120 to 140 degrees in this kitchen. Now, who likes grits? Anybody like grits? Who likes grits?
I love grits.
What do you like on your grits?
Cheese.
What do you like on your grits, sir? Bacon. We ain't got none of that. For breakfast, you get grits. Your other choice is
Grits.
no grits. Okay. Now, for lunch and dinner, we have beans. Beans. They're a good choice. Beans or no beans. That's right. Now, fellas, we didn't forget about you. Does anybody know what this is called? It's called hardtack. See them little holes in there? Yeah. What do you think lives in those little holes? Weevils. Yep, flower weevils. They like flour. Now, jeez. You fellas can't very well put beans in your pocket to take out to the fields or wherever you're working for lunch, can you? So we give you this little compact biscuit. All right? Now, around here, we drink lots of coffee. You take that cup of coffee, you drop that hardtack in there, let it sit there for 3-4 minutes. You might get it soft enough to eat. But apparently weevils don't like hot, black coffee. They have a tendency to rise to the top. You got a choice. Scoop them out or drink them down. Thank you. Who said that? Protein. He took my line earlier. Now, over here, does anybody know what this is called? This little hole in the wall? It's called a bean hole. Remember, the men and the women, even the deputies, are not allowed to commingle. So we take from the kitchen, that's maximum security. We take the beans, we put them on the plates. Deputies feed maximum security. When they're done, they put them back in there, we take them. Kind of sort of watch them on. Now over here we have what's it called? A dumbwaiter. Oh, yeah. We feed the second floor, which is general population. We feed the third floor, which is where the deputies stay. Okay. Now, gotta have a signal to get it up to the second and third floors, right? Anybody know what the signal is to send it back down to us? One. That's right. Now, you heard me say that we drink a lot of coffee around here. Do you cook? You cook?
She does cook.
She does. You cook? You cook. No. All right. I got myself a good candidate.
Oh, te van a usar como candidato, así que echa para allá. ¿Quién te manda?
Okay. Around here, we drink between 400 and 600 cups of coffee a day. She's going to stand in that spot because she doesn't cook 16 hours a day, grinding coffee beans. Okay?
Como no cocina, son 16 horas.
Now, our Sheriff Joe Perry, believes that a caffeinated prisoner is a productive prisoner.
Oh my
All
God.
right, now we're going to go into the sheriff's office.
That's some strong arms.
This part is going to be-
Well, you have one strong arm.
Yeah.
The sheriff actually lived in this jail for 3 months with his children while they were building his house downtown. Could you shut that door for me, please, sir? All right, folks, this is the sheriff's office. Back here is his parlor. This is where he entertains his political and business associates. All right? Now, our sheriff is a progressive man. We have gas lighting. We also have gas lighting up on the third floor where the deputies stay. This is a picture of the sheriff's family. It's one of the last photographs that we know of. This is his father, the Baptist minister. And up on the wall is Sheriff Joe's favorite gun. Our sheriff was a God-fearing family man who loved by the Pinkerton Detective Agency out of Scotland Yard. Does anybody know where Scotland Yard is? London, England, that's right. The other two are in Washington, D.C. and New York City. And once they figured out, in about a year and a half, that no two people had the same fingerprints, they started actually catching criminals. Now this here is our Sheriff Joe's Oliver No. 9 typewriter. Sheriff Joe has the worst handwriting of anyone I've ever met. He writes out arrest warrants, and the deputies can't read them. So they're just running around town, grabbing people, and bringing them back to jail. Getting the correct people, okay? Now, over here on the wall is a party line telephone. That's one of 17 telephones in the county right now. 17! That's a lot of phones for 1908, isn't it? Yeah. You might have had 2 rings. Your family might have had 3 rings. Sheriff Joe was number 1. Do you think that stopped our sheriff from listening in on other people's conversations?
No.
No, it did not. He'd come over here real quiet, like, lift up, cover up, listen in. He actually caught 3 criminals listening in because he knew what was going on in his county. Now, I got a question for you. If I were to take this off the wall and take it into my cell, what would I have? Nobody?
10 more years in prison.
A cell phone! Now we're going to go upstairs to general population, okay? There are 20 steps up. They're kind of steep, kind of narrow. Please hold on to the handrail. That was a hanging offense.
Oh, I know. Someone said, oh, here's this song.
All I had to do was say.
Yes.
There was no proof needed.
The original region.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's just.
You look better. So when I grew up, it was actually party lines. Little town, City and Alley, which is a mountain part of the outskirts of LA. Like, you didn't know when you're growing up, it's just like, I've never met it, so, it's not that way, it was just like, we're just kind of,
I didn't mean to scare you. I'm sorry. It's okay. I went to pray for Canada. Watch your step. Right over here, please. This here's a life-size statue of our Sheriff Joe. Now this is known as general population. There are 6 cells up, 8 cells down. At any given time, there could be 75 to 110 inmates on this floor alone. Okay? Now this jail was built by the Tully Jail Company out of St. Louis, Missouri. We heard a rumor that they're building another jail using the blueprint of this here jail to build another jail out in California. It's on a little island. It's called Alcatraz. Now they tell me no one has ever escaped from Alcatraz. I don't know. I can tell you for certain, no one has ever escaped from this jail. The average sentence in this jail, 3 to 5 years. Wow. The average life expectancy in this jail, 1 to 2 years. No wonder nobody ever escaped. Now, way in the future, 1953, this jail is scheduled to be closing. It has been deemed a crime against humanity, and it will be closed forever in 1953. Okay? Now, while we were in the sheriff's office, I found some paperwork for y'all. Y'all been pardoned! Yeah.
Is that what happened? They let everyone just...
No. They sent them to other jails. You're just here because of me.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you've been pardoned.
Okay.
Now, over by the door, you'll find your pardon cards and some comment cards. Okay? Or you can go see Mr. Google and do a review there. Please give me 5 stars if you go to Google because I really like my job. Once again,
Now, is that actually your name?
lady never tells.
I just needed to know.
Please do not leave the way we came up using those stairs. Use this door over here, please. You'll also find your comment card and your pardon cards. Please feel free to wander around. Deputy's quarters are over there. Also, the guard shack is over there also, okay?
So how do we compliment you specifically?
Thank you so much.
Or just
No.
the place as a whole?
Yeah, that's why I was making sure I had. Okay.
Just remember, Lizzie Borden.
No question.
All right, folks. Thank you all so very, very much. I appreciate it. Enjoy your freedom. In fact, let me tell you a quick little story. You see this box right here? Yeah. This box had been sealed since this jail closed. They opened it. They unwelcomed it. This is the original mechanism locked off since 1953. This is a 4-person system. This was a separate But I can't remember.
Por aquí, ahí hay